Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up? What is up, Betslip Nation? It is the crew, Sunday crew, January 11th, coming to you live from the Struggle Bus. It is I, Poolside Pat. We are also joined by the lovely Chicks Pick Jen, and as always, the professor is in the building. We are ready, some more than others, but we are here anyway, and we are going to have some fun today. Playoff weekend, baby. Let's do this. Playoffs, you're talking about playoffs. Wait, didn't Jen have that yesterday?
No, that was me yesterday.
Okay. And then obviously Struggle Bus Pat, a.k.a. football, and we are joined out right now by Mr. C Money himself. What is up, my friend?
What is up?
Oh, happy heavenly birthday to Mom. Is that today?
Yep.
Happy heavenly birthday to Mama C Money. Love that. Absolutely.
My mom's is tomorrow.
Look at that.
Yep. Lots of heavenly birthdays this week.
Lots of heavenly birthdays. Shout out to all the moms, too, by the way. Yeah, we're here. My apologies in advance because I am, as I said, the captain of the Struggle Bus right now. So luckily I've got three smart people here that are going to do most of the talking, and I'm just going to run the buttons for the most part. But speaking of running the buttons, let us run the first button, and that is the disclaimer. Number one, we are not paid professional gamblers, although sometimes we look like it. We are not. I mean, we do look like it with our Nevin sunglasses, but we'll get to that in a second. Not paid professional gamblers at the moment. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Best piece of advice I've ever been given is right there. And then number three, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. You can do so by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. And we are not currently affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook, but there is a big meeting happening this week that might potentially change that. But I can't really speak on that too much further. But anyway, speaking of the stuff that's on our face, it is Nevin eyewear. I'm not even going to go solo because we are all rocking them currently. And what can I say that hasn't been said about Nevin? Never odd or even. It's Nevin eyewear. Look, as long as I can potentially figure it out, you're going to click on our link, go browsing for some awesome sunglasses that you're seeing right now, and you can get 30% off of one, which is a good deal in and of itself. But you can also buy one at full price, get two for free. That is, in my opinion, your best bang for your buck, and you will get free shipping over $50. Please click on that link because it makes sure that they know that we sent you there. Very, very proud of our partnership with Nevin. Shout out to Nevin. Anybody else want to add a little note on Nevin?
I was gonna say the buy one get two free makes these like I think it's like $25 or $30 a piece. Even with just the three pairs, like it's less than $100 with the free shipping. I think it's $80 with the free shipping. I don't think the free gift is still going, but like there's so many different styles, so many different colors. Like there's nothing that they won't have that you may like. So I would just check out and look through the site and see if you think like make sure you use our code if you want to get that discount.
Yeah, look how cool we look.
I'll add something. When I just got mine and it was buy one get two free, I did get a free gift and I got a case. It's a soft hard case, but it's going to fit in my purse and everything really well. And then when I went to their website, they have sunglasses, but they also have regular glasses. And if you get regular glasses with a prescription, HSA and FSA, they accept those for payments too. So you've got lots of options.
Yeah. Look at that. Look, we're just adding to, we can't say enough nice things about Nevin. So shout out to Nevin, as always. Number 2, it's not a sports book, but it's like a sports book. This one I am going to go solo because it is time for the first bet every day, and that is the best bet. And that's presented by, and I can't move you there. No, it's not what I want to do. I am just Captain Struggle Bus. All right, here we go. And now I'm going to bring him down solo, and he will tell you all about player profit.
Yeah, so Player Profit is a challenge system kind of built like a sports book. Essentially, the betting part, it looks like a sports book. The goal is to try to complete 2 challenges. Their packages range anywhere from $30 to $500. If you use our code JTBS, you get 10% off. Essentially, the way it works is the traditional challenge is 10%. You have to get to 10% profit before you get to 10% losses, regardless of which package you're at. If you're able to complete that, then the next step you have to get to 15% profit before you get to 10% losses. If you're able to complete both of those challenges, you can then cash out for 70% of everything you've made up to that point and going forward. They do have a new thing that they just released, I think yesterday, and it's called their Blitz package. It's only 1 challenge. There's not 2 challenge legs. There's only 1. And the way that works is you have to get to 25% profit before you get to 15% losses. There's a minimum of 20 picks, but instead of having to go through 2 different challenge steps, you only got to go through 1, and then you get to the funded stage. So there's a lot of options on there. There's many different ways to do it. I would check out their website, watch their video, read through the rules and stipulations on the website at playerprofit.com. On a side note, I've been doing this journey. If I win today, I'll be 1 bet away from completing challenge 1.
Oh, man.
And I will keep everybody updated on that. But we're hoping to hit it today with 76ers -4. This is at -114. The 76ers have been on a roll lately, especially offensively, scoring 119 plus in the last 3 games straight. Their rebounding has gotten a lot better. They're averaging 12 offensive rebounds a game. And the Raptors have been dealing with injuries, and they've been struggling a lot defensively at home. They're a good defensive team, but for some reason at home lately, they have not been. And the Raptors' injuries are going to be a big thing in this game. I think that we easily cruise to this 76ers -4. Shout out to the Hornets yesterday that won by like 40, and we only needed them to cover 5.
What?
We looked at the one yesterday, and we saw the Hornets up by 30 in the 4th quarter. I said, "Oh my god!"
I mean, easy. You love it when it's that easy.
Yeah, it was so easy. I didn't even have to look at the game.
Little fun fact: one of my roommates' brother is in film, and he's in Toronto right now, and he happens to stay at the same hotel that the Sixers are. And he said he saw Edgecombe at the pool this morning, and as poolside Pat, I very much approve of that. So, take that for what it's worth, which is probably nothing, but whatever. Maybe he's hanging out, he's relaxing. Excuse me. Any other thoughts on the best bet of the day before we move on?
I mean, I'm gonna drop some dimes on it today.
There you go. It's got nice pun there. Pun intended. Pun intended. Big fan. Jen, any thoughts on the Sixers? I know you're not yet a NBA expert, but
yeah, I'm working on my NBA knowledge, so I'll endorse it because he's certainly done his research on it.
There you go. Absolutely. All right. Best bet of the day. Shout out to Player Profit. Shout out to the professor. I've already forgotten what's next. Oh, there we go. Oh,
this is going to be a big one. That one's probably my fault because I didn't
no,
have a transition in.
Then you know what? At least you did it. So take some credit. It is Just the Best proudly presents one of the best segments that we got. Only scores. As you can see there, we'll let C-Money talk about his pick first and foremost, and that is Brenton Strange.
So I've been on the Jags pretty much all season for a few reasons. 1 being my mom's team. 2, Trevor Lawrence. Loved him since college. And as you'll see later on my slide, you will see that I'm heavy on the Jags today. So Brenton Strange has been a good target for T-Law. So I feel like he gets at least 1 today.
I do feel like you have been talking about the Jags a lot on this show. So that checks out. Next, and certainly not least, that's Gasson. Does anybody want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know about lately, but I know that he had a stretch run this season where he was averaging like 140 yards a game for like 2 or 3 games. I just think that they're not gonna be able to like air it out against this team, but I do think that inside the red zone, this is the guy they're gonna target a lot. Their running game with Hampton is good, but like it disappears at points. And inside the red zone, when it gets really tough, they're gonna have to throw it, and he's a big body for them to look to. So I think there's a good chance if they get in the red zone a few times that Gasson gets in the end zone.
And to that point, they're going to need. I think if he gets going, Chargers could be a problem. I think that's doesn't even need to be said, but yeah, I love it. Let's see. Oh, all right. Yes, CMC. Look, I don't really need to say much about this. That's a theme of my show today, considering my current state of mind, is I went as simple as I could possibly go. And when y'all were asking for only scores, I mean, without even thinking, I said CMC. It's if the 49ers are going to have success today, he needs to be the key, as he usually is. Next is James Cook.
Yep, I picked the Bills-Jaguars game. James Cook, you can tell by the odds. Vegas kind of likes it too. They think it's going to happen. He's had 14 touchdowns this year. He'll have his 15th today.
I love it. Absolutely. You'll see shortly that I love it a lot. And last but certainly not least, the professor tell us why Henderson is going to get in the end zone today.
Yeah, so look, you're going to see for me, I think the Patriots game is not going to actually be close. I think that they're going to dominate this game through the run, and it's going to open up passes late. I think they win by multiple scores, and I think Henderson's going to be a big reason for that.
There you go. And I know the professor laughed at this when he put it in the chat, but it's a big number today, folks.
It is a big number today.
Big number. It's a big number. You could get. I think that DK's running a touchdown parlay boost today, so you can even get that at a higher number potentially.
Yeah. I boosted this to over 10,000, by the way.
There you go. So
yeah, I think I got it to 9. So
there you go. Gamble responsibly, please.
Throw a few dimes on it. That's it.
Yeah, you know what? Just throw a dime if you want.
I put $2.50 to win $266. So I mean,
maybe this one throw like some pennies at it.
Yeah,
you can't throw but 10 pennies. The minimum you can throw is 10 pennies.
10 pennies.
I know.
If you think about it that way, you know what? Utilize the penny before it's gone, because it's not going to be around much longer.
I threw $5 on it.
Oh my gosh!
I got 5 on it.
Oh man. Oh, responsibly, please.
I'll tell you one thing. If we get this Gadsden and Strange touchdown, this is going to get sweaty. It's going to get sweaty.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Look. All these games are during the day. The last game is the Patriots game. So
yeah,
you could have a big cash out. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It is kind of a ladder in that sense.
Yep. If we get past everything and have Henderson left, I would suggest taking the cash out just because it'd be too big of an offer not to.
I think him and Stevenson score at least once each today.
I do too.
Oh man! All right, I'm so excited. I know we got time. We got a half hour till kickoff. We got time. I'm just like, now that I'm starting to feel like a normal person, I'm getting so excited for sports today. But let's move on to what I don't know, because I didn't set these slides up because I am still on the
said to what we don't know.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, it's the best segment ever.
You know what? Honestly, it's kind of nice to not know. It's like a little surprise. And I'm going to bring Jen down to explain her Hold My Earrings bet.
Perfect. We won Hold My Earrings yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. So in the spirit, I'm keeping the same earrings on, kind of like people wear the same socks or jerseys. So maybe these are the lucky tassel earrings. So we're going to keep them on. All right. I know we have a short segment today. I'm going to cut down all the wonderful things I was going to say about the Walton Payton Man of the Year nominees, but I'm going to share a few of them. I've said this once before in 2025. I'm somewhat recommending you not make this bet because this is really weird for me. Jaguars Walter Payton Man of the Year is Logan Cook. Fantastic. He's a punter, but I've never made a punting bet. So I did some research about how many punts typically happen in a game, and it's an average of 3.5 per team. So you either have to take the over or the under on 6.5. So with that said, that's why my confidence on this is a little bit lower, but I'm sticking with it. I put $5 on it. So I'm going with the over of 6.5 punt total. I do want to let y'all know that Logan Cook, his 7 years on the roster, he does a ton for punting for clean water in Kenya, finding new wells and those kinds of things. He donates $1,000 for every kick inside the 20-yard line.
Oh, wow.
He does a lot. He reads a lot to kids in schools and invites young adults who are fighting cancer to the sidelines, and he makes customized jerseys for them and that kind of stuff. For the Chargers, Cameron Dicker, the kicker, 6+ kicking points. He is a 2-time Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. He is the most accurate kicker in NFL history.
Yeah.
I've got lots of stats on that. You can look it up, but lots of stats on that. He did a lot for the 2025 California wildfires. He donated his nomination for the Walter Payton Man of the Year to those local fire departments and spent some time with them. Does a lot of bowling for Big Brothers, Big Sisters, pet adoptions, art therapy for cancer patients, a lot of stuff. There's good reason why he's a two-year nominee.
Oh, yeah.
And for the Patriots, Hunter Henry, who this one, as a lot of you know, when I make my bets, I do some research on some people who do this for a living. And this actual line was on one of theirs. For 4+ receptions, he's in his 10th season with the team. It's a lot of targets. He's very consistent. We all know that. He also does a lot of stuff with Kenya to support them. He does bike giveaways, does a lot of work against human trafficking across the world, and is involved in the My Cause, My Cleat. So I could really talk a whole hour on these folks, but I won't. But this is my Hold My Earrings bet for the second half. Yesterday's Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees won. So it is this year, and I did not put the total there, but 1 second, it's plus 349.
That's a fun bet.
But it's plus 349 if you put all these together for the Hold My Earrings bet for today, Sunday.
That's a really fun bet.
Do we know if we can get this on Fanatics?
I have not tried it on Fanatics. I'm sure.
I don't think so. I just looked.
I don't know about punts.
I just looked and I didn't see it, so I don't think you can find punts on Fanatics.
You know what? It's certainly, New Year. People do their resolutions. They have a new perspective on things. It's nice, as I do the same name game, not today, but I like these themed bets, and it's why not shout out to the guys that may not get talked about as much and are doing wonderful things just as human beings. So I certainly love this pick, love this bet. And thank you for sharing all those things that a lot of people don't even know.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember, we want these players to hit their lines and win our bets, that they are role models, both for youth and adults. And I think giving them some shout outs for what they do in their communities. They don't have to, and they choose to spend their time this way. And they're also great football players. So these are today's Hold My Earrings bets.
Do we know when, real quick, do we know when that gets announced?
I want to say it's the end of February. I know Travis Kelce didn't win Man of the Year, but he won for his charity. I think he's already been awarded something. But I want to say it's the end of February is when the actual voting happens. I think it's
after the Super Bowl.
It is. Okay.
It's either after the Super Bowl or it's during the Super Bowl. It's one of those two.
Well, I guess we still have a couple more games that we could continue to do this. So I'm a big fan, huge fan. Any other thoughts before we move on, gentlemen?
No, I just, betting on a punter is wild, but I kind of like it.
That's what is.
It's a toss-up. I could have gone over or under, but I went over.
We're Dicker the kickers and punters. That's what we're doing today. So, and yes, if you are not aware, now you are, that he is the most accurate kicker in NFL history. All right. Well, I think I know now I'm starting to get it. I think I know where we're going next. So everybody get your dancing shoes on, because we are headed. I'm not going to sing like CJ because nobody can match his angelic voice. Unless if anybody wants to try, you're welcome to. But it is The 750 Club. Yes, there's one rule about Fight Club is you do not talk about it. The one rule about the 750 Club is you tell absolutely anybody and everybody. And I'm going to let our guy, the resident caretaker of said club, is going to tell you right now what he's got on the agenda today. Take it away, my friend.
Yeah, I am glad that the PD King is not here to see this.
Oh no! Oh
So,
no!
so I'm just
Oh
taking three.
no!
I'm just taking all three teams. I'm going money line straight up. It's easy. It's cut and dry. I'm not going to dig too deep into the stats because I don't think the stats
Yeah.
really matter in the playoffs. We saw that yesterday. Like
Yep.
these games, everybody who thought unders were happening, that didn't come close to happening. So first of all, to me, the Jags are one of the hottest teams in all of football right now. Down the stretch, they weren't just winning; they were winning pretty handily against everybody they were playing. And Buffalo's defense has just not been good down the stretch, and I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be able to carve them up. Do I think it's going to be a blowout? No, because Josh Allen could always put on the Superman cape. But I still think that that's not going to be enough because their defense will give it up even if they take the lead at the end. 49ers money line. I know that like 70% of the public think I'm crazy with this one, including our own PD King. I think that the Eagles defense is top 5, yes. No doubt. However, their offense has been struggling, and I just think that the 49ers can outscore the Eagles even with that defense. I think they're going to find a way to get it done. They'll start off trying to get Christian McCaffrey going. If they shut Christian McCaffrey down, that means they're going to have somebody else open. Jawan Jennings has been playing out of his mind. We have Kittle back. I just think Purdy's going to get it done. The Eagles have not looked like the same Eagles team that started the season at the end of the season. I know they rested people last week. That's great for the older guys that got hurt, but it kind of kills momentum for the younger guys on the team. I just see the 49ers win this game. And then lastly, Patriots money line. This to me is the safest bet of all three. I just don't see a world in which the Patriots don't win this game. Justin Herbert, I feel bad because I've always rooted for him to finally get him a Super Bowl because I feel like he's like one of the better players that's in the league right now to not have one. And not even really get there. But a lot of that's on him because a lot of times he gets these big games and he folds a little bit. And I just think that I'm going to take the quarterback who has got the chance to win MVP this year to get it done today, along with that strong running game. And we got this at plus 766. I boosted it to plus 920.
I mean, well, first of all, I did just bet it. So, and CJ is not, he's not here, and B, he's not allowed to bet this anyway. So, I
also did this because he could bet everything and just switch that game, and then he didn't bet it, and he still got the shot.
That's a good point. I just want to add this really quick. We're making good time. So, I know it's in Philadelphia, and I know, defending champions and all that, but I feel like the 49ers getting 6 is almost disrespectful. I think that they've been playing now, especially now that they're healthy. Minus Fred Warner. I don't think Fred Warner's coming back, right? Does anybody know anything about that? I don't think so. I think he was going to try to, if they make it far in the playoffs. I think he was going to try. But even without Fred Warner and Bosa, I still think that this 49ers team has played very, very well down the stretch. And as you mentioned, the Eagles defense, sure, but that offense is questionable. I think
the 6 points is two things. It's they're playing at Eagles at home, and two, how they looked against Seattle's defense last week. But people are not factoring the fact that Trent Williams didn't play in that game. And that's the biggest difference is Trent Williams plays in this game is not going to look the same as last week.
There you go. Jen and C-Money, any quick thoughts?
I'm all for it.
There you go. Oh, we know you are. Oh wait, by the way, who had said yesterday? I forget who said, but was very confident in the Bears.
It was me. All the way.
Dude, and by the way, what a game! What an awesome game!
First of all, I'm pretty sure that the NFL, the Vegas called in a favor on that one because that entire second half.
Jordan Love was Jordan Love last night, and we all saw it. He's garbage.
Just the fourth quarter, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. Then I just think the Bears are scrappy. I mean, will they win the Super Bowl? Who knows?
No.
But, anybody can at this point. Probably not. But they're just a scrappy, fun team. I'm happy for you know, as a Cardinals fan, a St. Louis Cardinals fan, I don't root for Chicago sports much, but I'm in on this Bears team, and that was a fun game. So.
And Pat, we did not hit the king of the end zone yesterday, but he could not have had more targets. They were lighting him up.
I know.
Who would have picked DJ Moore? Whoever picked DJ Moore, they're making a lot of money.
I know. We kind of had it on.
You know what's funny is 3 weeks ago I took DJ Moore in the king of the end zone. I'm an idiot for not doing it this week.
You know, it's one of those crapshoots at the end of the day. But you know what? We tried. We fought hard, and we just fell short.
It's so many targets.
Yeah, we fought hard, but. Ladies and germs, we are ready. Get your fingers ready, because if I'm correct, there's only one more thing to get to, and that is the tabletop. There it is. Yes, beautiful job. Beautiful job pointing, by the way. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to have new rankings. You know what? I'll unveil my new rankings tomorrow, because now we have more reps. Spoiler alert: Professor Parlay is gonna win just because of the amount of sheer reps that he has. But I'll have my pointing power rankings tomorrow. But that being said, let me move our man to front and center if it will let me. It is letting me. So, C-Money, take it away, my friend.
All right. So, like I said earlier, I'm going all Jags today. I feel like this game could be close, but I don't think so. I mean, the Jags run defense has only given up 3.4 yards. It's fifth in the NFL. The defense is sneaky good. The Jags are hot coming into the playoffs, which is really good. So I'm going Jags money line. I'm taking Parker Washington for a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence loves Parker Washington. I know Washington's been in the league for a little while, but this year by far his name comes up like every week. Then I'm going to take Trevor for 2 passing touchdowns. He gets this pretty regularly, and I feel like he shouldn't have a problem getting it today. 200 yards passing, easy. He might have this by halftime, honestly. Jacoby Myers, another favorite target. He should easily get 40 yards. And Brenton Strange is like his blanket. So 3+ receptions.
The Jaguar parlay.
And you're getting it 13-1. Like, that's crazy.
I have to say this. We were giving guys their flowers, rightfully so, the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees. We got to give some flowers to these first-year head coaches in Cohen and the guys like Cohen and Ben Johnson. Like, with the jobs that they've done ever since the Jaguars or Cohen announced that they were going to quote-unquote let it rip or something along those lines, Trevor Lawrence has been unlocked, and he's looking every bit like the number 1 pick that he was. So I like this bet a lot. Any thoughts from the peanut gallery?
Well, I mean, I kind of already talked about the Jags. I have a lot of this on my parlay that I'll talk about. Not all of it, but I have a lot of the same elements. It's funny thing is I have yards for Lawrence, but I also had 2 touchdowns, and I took it off of mine just because I was not trying to go too crazy of a bet. But I like that one as well. I think he's right. I think that it's going to be close for 3 quarters, and I think that Jacksonville might end up pulling away and getting like a 10-point win in this game. But I do think it's going to be a pretty close game for the most part of it. But it's going to be a lot of scoring as well.
Jen, any thoughts?
No, I do see the Trevor Lawrence 2 passing touchdowns, and I've been wanting to personally do a 2 passing touchdown parlay. So I think I'm going to start one with Lawrence and add one to it.
And you know what? I think the thing is here, obviously with the line being what it is, 1.5, it's basically a pick 'em. I think and Rob, you said it. It's pretty much as long as Josh Allen left his Superman cape at home, then this seems like it's going to hit. But I personally think that he's got to bring the Superman cape to keep the game close. I think if he doesn't bring it, I think it's a blowout. The Bills are a flawed team, and I think the Jags are playing very, very good football right now. So I love it. Thank you, C Money. I do not know who's next, but I'm just going to flip it. It is the Chick's picks. Let's do it. Let me bring the chick herself down front and center, and she can tell you all about her picks.
I am the chick representative. I'm going to try to leave my Nevins on. I've decided to give, I'm really tired of missing a parlay by one. Yesterday, I missed one parlay by Dowell.
Amen.
By like, I don't know how many, 9 yards, 13 yards, minimal yards. And then I missed because I had the Packers money line. So I'm kind of tired of that. So I'm doing a bunch of singles. I've put down at the bottom how much they are if you want to parlay them together. But see what lines you like and add them to whatever you've got or put these together as wholes. I did one for each game, Bills, Jaguars, Allen, 200 plus passing yards and 25 plus rushing yards. Cook was clearly my pick for the touchdown, so he's on here too. And Shakir for 4 plus receptions. Put them all together, you've got plus 276. 49ers and Eagles. I've got Hurts both for rushing attempts and rush yards. Barkley 60 plus rush yards. I also had another one for Barkley that I didn't put on here. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I had him for his longest rushing yards being over 17. So that could be something else you put on there if you wanted to. Purdy, I'm putting him for an interception. I like my defensive special teams, and as much as I want to support these guys, I do see some of them throw an interception. So I've got Purdy for an interception. But I also have him for 200 plus passing yards. Chargers, Patriots game, Henderson for 50 plus rushing, Quentin Johnson for 25 plus receiving, either Stevenson or Henderson, anytime touchdown. I really like that was the parlay that I hit yesterday. That was 2 either ors for anytime touchdowns. And I do like that. It gives you some grace, and depending on how the game script changes and those kinds of things. But I do like that. And I think I'm going to start doing some anytime touchdown either or parlays. And then Drake May, 210 passing yards. I did pull that down a little bit from what others have been recommending. But if you put those all together, it's plus 226.
Am I to believe that you did those all parlayed and also individual?
Personally, yes. I'm recommending them for the show as individuals, but yes, I also did them all parlayed.
Oh my goodness gracious! No, and then you dropped the game script. I mean,
don't get Pat all excited.
Oh man!
I'm so excited.
Is it hot in here, or is it just the game script? I don't know. Let's move on. Yeah, no, I mean, first of all, I do love the either or. I'm starting to become a big fan of, and also, and I think it needs to be said because we do this a lot on the show, and I think it's just kind of what we do as gamblers, which responsibly always. Dropping those lines down sometimes just gives you a peace of mind, even if it doesn't hit. You're only losing maybe instead of 276, it'd be 350. I'm a big fan of that. But what say you guys, Rob and Chris?
Well, I've bet all 3 of these, and what I'm about to tell you is responsibly. If you put all 3 of those together, you can get it plus 6,958.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
That's probably what I'll be doing as well.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Responsibly.
Yeah.
250 was your $193. Let's go.
And and again, and I, by the way, hand up, I want all the blame for us running close to game time. That's all on me. I will be better. I have to, hand up accountability. It looks like we will be able to get it in under the time.
Yeah.
As long as
maybe.
I talk fast. It's fine.
Yes, and I don't have much, but we are also joined by the PD King himself.
All right, keep it pushing.
Yes, we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing. And this is quick and easy. It's not like me to have this little bets, but like I said, I was the driver of the struggle bus this morning, and it's shown in my bets. But you know what? Maybe less is more. I'll go real quick. Look, I took pretty much the best bets for all 3 games. James Cook and Josh Allen's been money all year. Josh and Josh for same game has been money. James, if James Conner didn't get injured, James and James would have been money all year. But just take these guys, as we've already talked about, James Cook's going to score. Josh Allen is almost a lock every single time to get him. And if he has to be Superman, he's going to score a touchdown. CMC and Saquon. very little thought into these. I kind of just looked at the best players and bet them to score a touchdown. I think it's simple as that. This obviously 6-1. This one's a little bit, but I'm glad we've talked about Henderson already, and I made this bet before I even knew he was on the only scores, by the way. And then and we talked about Hunter Henry, and he's a great dude, and potential Walter Payton Man of the Year, and I like him to score. He's one of Drake May's favorite targets. And then last but certainly not least, because part of my brand is to always have at least one hockey pick, and that today is going to be Vegas in San Jose. I believe they played yesterday and won. So it is a back-to-back, but this is a loyalty. Look, I'm not a Flyers fan. I'm not a Vegas fan. But if they're playing and the Rangers aren't, then ipso facto, they're kind of my homer picks. So that is what I've got. We don't need to hamper on it too much unless anybody has any pressing thoughts.
Nope. I mean, all those guys scored a lot. So, and Vegas is my team, so I'm not gonna root against it.
Yeah, and I went smart with the touchdown parlays.
Yep.
So next, and certainly not least, is our professor. Give it to us, Professor.
All right, so I've got a same-game parlay for all three games. I'm going to start off with Jags. I took Jags plus 7.5. I think they win the game outright. If you're giving me a touchdown, I'd love every bit of this. I'm going over 43. This is going to be a shootout. I don't see this not getting to like 50 points at least. Trevor Lawrence, 225. He's hit this in 7 straight to end the season. Buffalo has been struggling against the pass as of late. Then I also have Parker Washington, anytime touchdown. I'm going to read a few stats off about Parker Washington. At the end of the game this season, his last 3 weeks, he had 29 targets, 19 catches for 347 yards and 2 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks of the season. This man has come on like gangbusters, and I'm just going to trust him to get in the end zone. Then we got this at plus 460, boosted this up to plus 690. Earmuffs CJ, but parlay 2, I've got 49ers plus 14.5. I already talked about it on the 750 club, but you're giving me 2 touchdowns, then I think this game is going to stay inside of that regardless of who wins this game. Over 36, I dropped this considerably. The Eagles do have a good defense, but I think 36 is too low of a number. I think this gets somewhere close to the 39 to 40 point mark. I don't like taking under, so I just dropped it down, took the over. Jawan Jennings, anytime touchdown. This man has been insane as well. He started the season in his first 7 games with 1 touchdown, and then he finished the season tied for 8th for most touchdowns with wide receivers with 9. The man had got 8 touchdowns in the last 9 games of the season, and he ended up on fire at the end of the season. Then I have Devontae Smith, 20-plus receiving yards. I really just threw this in. It was the lowest I could take him for to get it over the 400 so I could get the boost. Got this at plus 405, boosted it to plus 607. And then I somehow have 2 parlay 2s, but the Patriots money line, which would be parlay 3. I've already talked about it. I think the Patriots win this game. I also said I think that this is going to be a little bit more scoring than people realize. The Chargers do have a good defense. I think they're top 10 on run and on pass. But I think the Patriots are going to still be able to get the run game going, which will open up some of the pass. I've got Henderson, anytime touchdown, which I already talked about. And then Diggs, 4+ receptions. I just think the game script for them is to run early, which will open up some of those short and intermediate throws. And I think Diggs is going to find some lanes late, 4+ catches. And then I'm running this back. It didn't hit yesterday. We're going to try it again. This is the early game. I'm taking Trey Murphy, first team score at plus 270. And if it hits, I will run it up and ladder it later and put more videos out. And then I already talked about my best bet of the 76ers -4 at minus 114.
Attaboy. And I think your part of your shtick now you have to have the first team score every single day.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it until for the rest of the year. Why not?
I think so. I think we found that niche right there. No, I first of all, shout out to us. Despite my struggles, we did get it in under the wire. We still have PD King's picks. We don't have a tabletop for you, Siege, but you can always just give your picks out. Any other thoughts on these picks? Look, we got to see the ball go through the hoop. I know it's a common phrase on the show, but we got to see one of these go through the hoop.
Yesterday was frustrating for me. I missed parlay 1 plus 6 something by the spread. I had -6.5. They only won by 3. Then I missed parlay 2 because Josh Jacobs didn't get a touchdown. I missed the first score because my guy scored was the second guy to score. The only thing that went through the hoop was the best bet, which won by like $1 million. But everything else was just a struggle. The 750 club we missed only by the fact that Bryce Young didn't get a second passing touchdown. And they had 3 running touchdowns, including him running for one. So like literally every bet I missed by 1 leg yesterday.
Man, and I think it was Jen who said it today. I'm tired of missing.
Like I was 1 leg away from plus 15 units in a day.
If any, well, between this whole show, CJ, Rob, and I guess now the whole my earrings are the ones that miss by 1 leg the most, and it's actually kind of impressive, if I'm being honest. But we obviously don't want that to happen. Yes, he did. There he is. Yeah, Steve, if you have controls right now, you can just give your picture real quick, and then we'll get on.
No, I mean, like honestly.
Oh, here, there you go.
There's no good bet that I can make that I feel confident with today. Honestly, hand up. Like I like Gadsden to find the end zone. Cool. Like that's the only one I feel like really good at. Problem is, the only thing and Rob, this is the only thing that I'm going to check you on for that over for the Eagles-Niners game. The wind is crazy in Philly right now.
Well, I mean, there's 2 running teams anyway, so that doesn't really matter.
We've had game scripted weather talk now.
No,
I'm hot and bothered.
There's just not enough. There's not enough possessions in my head for a lot of scoring in this game. I agree with you that if you get to 35, 36, 37, like I got like 2017 is the final. I don't know who's going to win it, but like 2017 is probably going to be the final.
And that's about what I said. I said 38 to 40 is where I saw it. So we're pretty close to what
I'm just saying like taking the over, like I would have rather teased the under up in this game.
So here's in my opinion is life is too short to take the under, so I'm not doing it.
Man after my own heart right there. Man after my own heart.
Who had the under locked twice this weekend. Twice this weekend.
Life is too short.
Under
what about the
went aplenty in the last 6 minutes of these games?
What about the 750 club, the bizarre world 750 club, where you could do Jags, Eagles, and Patriots?
I mean, sure.
You're allowed to bet that. You can do that.
I intentionally bet it the way I did it, knowing you could flip the game and take the Eagles instead, and you would still be betting it without betting it.
Bizarre world, yeah.
We talk about overs and unders. I after the Bears went up or whatever, I took 2 overs after hitting the over and won 2 over bets.
His live betting, he's up like 20 units in live betting the last 2 days.
I would like to point out that I had a 30% live profit boost yesterday that I slammed the Rams to win right after Carolina took the lead late.
Nice.
Slammed it, pretty much put my entire bankroll on it and hit. So that saved me from a lot of stupidity. However, the fact that the Packers let the Bears come back, and B didn't stop the scoring, just ruined my entire day yesterday. Because I would be $100 richer if that game goes under 55.5.
I feel for you. I feel for you, dog. You know what? Again, this show has arguably the most 1 leg losers, 1 point, 1 leg losers of any gambling show out there. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't watch us, because we bring you fun and entertainment every single episode. And hey, we got it in. We got it in under the wire. Again, my apologies, but now I'm starting to feel like a normal human being finally. So. Yes, and last calls.
We got a last call. So yesterday, clearly nobody scored 50 points, including Jalen, which we didn't expect in the NBA. They're running it back again today. Therefore, I'm not going to miss the chance to run it back. I've got SGA for 50 plus points at plus 3,000. There's actually multiple guys that's playing today that have scored 50. So you have other opportunities, like Maxey has scored 50. I don't think Harden's playing, but there's 3 guys that have scored 50 this year. I'm just throwing it up there because I'm trying to chase these big profit boosts. that we might be able to get if it happens. So I'm just gonna run SGA up for 50.
What is that? What is that on?
That is FanDuel.
FanDuel.
Yes, sir.
Just make sure if you do it that you opt into it and then choose the slider because I mean
It's
that was
$5 minimum, right?
Yeah, it's $5 minimum.
Yeah.
So you 5 on him to get 50 is $175 plus you'll get a share of $1.4 million.
I see it. Time to take Tyrese Maxey for 50 plus.
Yeah, I was looking at Maxey and then I changed my mind with SGA. So I hope one of us hits it. If Maxey hits it, I'll be ecstatic for you too. So
if anybody on the Sixers is going to put up 50, it's Maxey.
Oh, I agree 1,000%. He's already done it this year too. So
I can't bet him for 50.
Oh wow, they didn't see. That's the problem. Is some of these guys like I wanted to do. There was another guy I went to bet and I wouldn't let me bet him, and he's already scored 50 this year. I'm like, why are y'all not letting me bet him for 50?
I can take Maxey at like plus 2,000 for 45.
That's wild. If you do that, well, is the 50-point slider on it?
I don't know. That's I'm going to find out.
Any while Siege does that? Any last calls from? I know Jen, you were potentially putting together a two pass touchdown parlay.
I can't bet a Sixer now.
I am, but I don't have it ready.
That's okay.
Last call is my last call for me. DraftKings, I received a bunch of profit boosts, and one was a loyalty boost of 100%. So be sure if you do use DraftKings to check out your see if you have any loyalty boosts and what they are. They can really help you.
Yeah, 25% myself. I put it on a touchdown parlay. That's not going to hit, but it's fine.
Any last calls, Mr. Money?
I'm good. Let's just make this money.
Yep, I do have a couple quick ones.
Go for it.
Because I'm a sucker.
I was about to say that.
I'm a sucker for the weekly specials that they do on DK. So I took a couple, and obviously responsibly. All teams to score one touchdown and one field goal on Wildcard Sunday. That's plus 200. All teams to score one rushing touchdown on Wildcard Sunday. It's 8-1. All teams one passing touchdown. I got that at 115. All teams to score a field goal today at 140. And then I did add one more. And you can bet this now. The game just started. Etienne and Cook both to score. You get it like close to 3-1. So.
I do have this, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if you're still able to bet it, but I took Trevor Lawrence to have the most passing yards of any quarterback in the wild card weekend.
I like that.
I like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're able to get it. I think I mentioned it Thursday on the show Thursday that I took that bet. I have it at plus 960. Currently the max is I think Stafford has the most right now at like 303.
It's for all the games. So yeah,
it's for every single game.
Okay.
You
probably can't get that.
You probably can't get it now.
I think you can probably get something similar.
Matt Stafford's got 3. Oh, Caleb Williams has 361. That piece of crap.
Wow. I didn't realize he went off like that. Holy crap.
Yeah.
He got zesty, man.
It got freaking nuts, dude. Like how do you score 6 points in
I'm pretty sure he had like
150
going into the fourth quarter and threw for over 200 in the fourth quarter.
Correct.
Wild.
It was trash. I was not a fan of that game.
Well, you know what I am.
And what's funny is all these people are out here. Well, if Micah Parsons stop playing the name game. Like it's a team effort, bro. It's not one person. Yes, it would have helped if Micah Parsons was there.
If Micah Parsons played, the Bears would have lost by 2 touchdowns. They're not wrong.
But I do appreciate
because Caleb Lewis would have died.
But I do appreciate Mr. Money saying that. You know what? He wasn't on the field. You play who you play. Like it just is what it is. I do want to just a quick shout out. There you go. Just a quick shout out. Yeah, if my aunt had wheels, she'd be a car or whatever the saying is. I think that's some kind of. I think that's some kind of saying. I'm pretty sure. But DraftKings is no free ads, but a free ad.
If my couch had a motor, it'd be a boat.
There you go. See, let's go. All right, now we're getting into idiotism.
Since Jen didn't put one together, I just did it. I got T. Law, Josh Allen, Drake May, and Justin Herbert all 2+ passing touchdowns for 993.
There you go.
T-Law, Josh Allen, Drake May, and Justin Herbert.
All right.
And I again, no free ads, but a free ad. DraftKings is doing a Wild Card Sunday live millions minimum bet of $1. I'm looking at it right now. Every live bet placed with the token, it has to be 500 or longer. And like I said, $1. 10 winners will receive one 10,000. 200 winners will receive one 1,000, and so on and so forth. So
Nice.
if you're a fan, which is why.
So what you're saying is I'm
I
gonna go
mentioned
broke
it.
doing live bets today.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, and there's that, and I was about to take Trevor Lawrence plus 375 plus passing yards at 25-1 and make that my live millions bet, but do that responsibly, and I have to actually do more research on that. So I'm not going to do that, but you can if you want. I mean, that would make him the top. That would win CJ's bet. So, all right. Well, anything else before we get going, ladies and germs?
Nope. Have fun Wild Card Sunday.
Let's do it. Yes, and we will be back tomorrow at our normal Monday time, our normal weekly time. Again, my apologies for the lateness. Now, after this, though, I do feel like a normal person, so thank you for that. And, well, just much love. There's much love always. Thank you for joining us and being here for us, and all the support is extremely awesome. I love the Walter Payton Man of the Year bets. I love now we have the first scorer bet from the professor. C Money's bringing his Jags all the way to the Super Bowl, it feels like. And shout out to happy heavenly birthday to the moms out there and just moms in general. But yeah, that's gonna do it for Just the Betslips. We're bringing one thing every single episode, and y'all know what it is, and we're gonna tell you it right now anyway, and that is the hot tips
Hot tips
to
to help your
Betslips. Let us play you out
play you out.
with our awesome song here on this Wild Card Sunday. Love you, love you, love you. Stay amazing, stay handsome, and yes, I'm gonna wink. Stay beautiful.